Quarantine is over for these guys, and it couldn't come any sooner because these guys are beginning to get really aggressive with each other, fighting for dominance in the small little 20-gallon tank.
Get him up, let him get up, let him get up, let him get up. Oh!
We're gonna get him out of here and put him into the main. Let's go. Look at that, look at that. Crazy guys.
Oh, you crazy.
So the reason why I only have 3 left from this batch, I had an unfortunate event where I came home one day and found one of these guys laying right outside the tank. They had to have been fighting really hard that day, and one of them jumped out of the tank and ended up on the floor, and that was all she wrote. Unfortunately, I also think that was the brightest yellow one of the 4 of them, if I remember correctly. So I got 3 guys left. Now, these 3 guys are on the small size compared to everybody else in the main tank. As you can see, they're very rowdy with each other. I don't want to keep them in here much longer together before they end up killing each other. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to add them to the main tank right now, and maybe when they see all the other bigger fish, they'll calm down, because these guys are like animals.
They're very bad.
Let's get them in there. So when I add new African cichlid to my African cichlid tank, I always like to do it in a certain way, which is doing it during a water change. I like to drain about 80% of the water out of the tank, so everybody's a little bit discombobulated, and then I can go ahead and add the new fish so that everybody's not too focused on the new guys. Especially these new guys that are a little bit on the smaller size. I am a little bit concerned on whether they're big enough to go in here. So I'm definitely gonna drain the tank, add them in with the water low, and keep a very good eye on them to make sure that they're okay and that nobody's stressing them out too much and chasing them around too much. So let's get the drain in this tank. You guys already know what I use. Here we go. Refill tote. Okay, that's a pretty good 80% drain. Hopefully you guys can see the water line. It's about right here. I know the tank is dark, I have to shut everything off. But before I go ahead and add these new guys in, I'm gonna set up my pump and my hose to start filling the tank before I actually do it. That way, once they're in there, I can start filling the tank up immediately. So let me get that done first. All right, now that we're locked and loaded, ready to fill up, don't worry guys, I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. If you're interested on a complete detailed video on how I drain and fill my tank using my Bavison water pump, I'm gonna leave a link for you right up there. Make sure you check it out. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to add these guys in one by one so we could take a good look at them as they get in the tank. See, they're hiding behind the sponge filters. And please don't mind the shaky camera, guys. I'm doing this all one-handed. So here's the first guy going in. And what I like to see is to make sure that nobody's following him or chasing him around. He's just doing his own thing. I lost him already, guys. He's gone. He's in the wind, but he's part of the crew right now. That's all I know. And everybody's minding their business, just the way I like it. All right, let's go for number 2. Number 2 is in the basket. There he is. Looking good, too. Nobody paying him any attention. That's the way I like it. There he is, coming up close. There he goes. Just minding my business in a new tank. Everybody's discombobulated. All right, let's go for number 3. Welcome home, buddy. Just like the rest, minding his own business. Nobody's paying him any attention. Let's start filling this sucker back up. Okay, guys, this is not a water change video, but I have to say it every single time just in case. You must dechlorinate your tap water before you put it into the tank. You can use Prime or you can use Safe. They are both gonna dechlorinate your water. Safe is highly concentrated and should only be used in tanks that are about 100 gallons plus. For anything under 100 gallons, go ahead and use Prime. They're both gonna do the job. Yes, I do dose my dechlorinator directly into the tank immediately or just before the tap water is about to go into the tank. Why? All dechlorinators are going to deplete the oxygen in your tank, and it could be detrimental to your fish. So make sure you're set up and ready for water to go into your tank right before you dose the tank with whichever dechlorinator you use. 1/8 of a teaspoon of Safe dechlorinates 300 gallons. This is only a 210, so I am overdosing, but it's okay because water's coming right now. By the way, all the products and the equipment that I'm using in this video can be found in the YouTube product shelf right below this video. super cool new feature for you to find the products that you need. Those are all affiliate products, which means that if you use my links, I get a small piece of the commission every time you purchase at no extra cost to you, and you help support the channel. So, thank you in advance. So tank is full. We're a little cloudy because it takes some time to clear up, but here's one of the new guys doing well. Here's another one. There's a good shot of the 3 of them. There's 2 of them right there. New guys are in the main tank. That was a good shot of all 3 right there. Nobody's chasing them. They are a little smaller than everybody else. Check them out, but they do look really good. I really wish I would have had the 4th guy to add in here. Cichlid World tank. Definitely hooked it up with 4 studs for sure, but we ended up having 3. That's okay. These guys are doing good and they're in their new home. Fins flaring, that's a good sign. There he is. Nice fin flare there. They're trying to reestablish the hierarchy right now, but nobody's going crazy and everybody's doing well. Brand new water. Now on another note, I've got 4 guys in my hospital tank that I pulled out of the main the other day. All 4 have a little bit of cloudy eye, and I do not want to take any chances. I pulled all 4 of them into this hospital tank so that I can water change it every other day, make sure they have very clean water, and I am currently treating with Kenaplex. So I'm doing my best to try and show you guys the cloudy eye on here. This dragon blood really isn't doing too well. He's one guy that I'm not sure if he's gonna make it, but I'm doing my best to give him some nice clean fresh water, and nobody's picking on anybody in here, so there is no stress in here. This is one of my favorite OBs. He's got his cloudy eye on the other side, so he's protecting it. Z-Rock's got cloudy eye right there. Hopefully you guys can see it. And this rescue fish that I've had for a long time that's been trying to heal these fins also has developed some cloudy eye. There goes the dragon blood. He's moving at least. He's still mobile, so that's a good sign. His cloudy eye is on the other side. I am gonna do a full detailed video on the recovery of these guys and cloudy eye, because cloudy eye is a very common issue with fish that we deal with in this hobby, just to show that these guys can recover from cloudy eye if taken care of correctly. So if you're interested, check that video out right here, and I will see you on the other side.